Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Today we have something really exciting. We're diving into the emotions of English. Think about it. Every day you feel happy, angry, afraid, or even in love. But do you always know the right words to express those feelings in English?
That's the tricky part, right? Many learners only use simple words like happy, sad, or angry. But real conversations, real life need more. If you can express your emotions clearly, you connect more deeply with people.
Exactly. Imagine you meet a friend and instead of just saying, "I'm happy," you say, "I'm over the moon." That sounds natural, emotional, and it really shows how you feel.
Or instead of only saying, I'm scared, you can say, I've got butterflies in my stomach. That's such a powerful phrase because people immediately imagine that nervous, shaky feeling.
And here's the secret. Learning emotional words isn't just about vocabulary. It's about sounding human. When you use emotion, your English feels alive, not like a textbook.
So today, we'll explore these emotional codes of English together. We'll give you natural phrases for happiness, anger, fear, and love. And we'll practice how to use them in daily life, with friends, at work, even while traveling.
Stay with us because by the end, you'll not only know the words, you'll feel them, use them, and sound more confident. Let's start with one of the best feelings in the world, happiness. When you're happy, do you only say, "I'm happy"? That's okay, but it's very basic. Let's make it more colorful.
Exactly. Imagine you pass an exam or your friend buys you a gift. Instead of I'm happy, you could say I'm thrilled. That means you're very, very happy.
Or you can say, "I'm on cloud 9." It's like you're floating in the sky because your mood is so high.
Another good one is I'm over the moon. It's a beautiful way to say you're extremely happy, maybe because of love, success, or good news.
Let's practice together. Repeat after me. I'm thrilled. I'm on cloud 9. I'm over the moon. Great job!
And here's something practical. If someone gives you good news, don't just say, okay. Try, that's wonderful, or that's fantastic. These little phrases make conversations warmer.
Exactly. They show your real feelings, and people love that. Now, let's talk about a strong feeling, anger. Many learners only say, "I'm angry." But in real English, there are softer and stronger ways to show your feelings.
That's right. For example, if something small annoys you, you can say, I'm frustrated. It means you're not happy, maybe because something isn't working.
Yes, like when your internet stops working during a video call, you can say, "Ugh, I'm so frustrated right now."
If you feel stronger anger, you might say, I'm upset. This is common in daily English, especially in polite conversation. For example, I'm upset about the delay.
And if you're really angry, you can say, "I'm furious." Say it slowly. Furious. But be careful. This word is very strong. So use it only when the situation is serious.
Let's practice together. Repeat after me. I'm frustrated. I'm upset. I'm furious. Good job.
And here's a tip. In English, it's more polite to explain why you feel this way. For example, "I'm upset because the service was late." Fear is something we all feel. But in English, many learners only say, I'm scared. Today, let's explore more natural ways to talk about this emotion.
Exactly. For small worries, you can say, I'm a bit nervous. For example, I'm nervous about my job interview tomorrow. It sounds natural and polite.
Yes. And if you feel more stress, you can say, I'm worried. This works for everyday life. Like, I'm worried about my friend. She looks tired.
And when the feeling is stronger, you might say, I'm anxious. This is used when your mind is very busy and you can't relax.
But if the fear is very strong, you can say, I'm terrified. For example, I'm terrified of flying. It shows big fear.
Let's practice together. Repeat after me. I'm nervous. I'm worried. I'm anxious. I'm terrified. Excellent.
And remember, it's okay to share your feelings. English speakers often explain, I'm nervous, but I'll try my best. Love is one of the most powerful emotions, and in English, we use it in many ways, not just for romance, but also for family, friends, even hobbies.
Right. For example, you can say, I love pizza. Or, I love reading books at night. Love can show strong liking too.
But when we talk about people, we can use softer expressions. For example, I care about you, or I really like spending time with you. These phrases sound warm and natural.
And if you want to show deep affection, you might say, I'm so grateful for you. Or simply, I love being with you. These phrases work with close friends and family too.
Let's practice together. Repeat after me. I love this song. I care about you. I'm grateful for you. I love being with you.
Beautiful. Using these phrases makes conversations warmer, kinder, and more real.
Now it's time to bring everything together. Let's listen to a natural conversation where happiness, anger, fear, and love all appear. Pay attention to the phrases.
Hey, Catherine, guess what? I just got a promotion at work.
Wow, that's amazing. I'm so happy for you. You really deserve it.
Thanks. Honestly, I was nervous about the interview, but I did it. What a relief.
That's great, but you sound a little tired. What happened?
Oh, don't ask. This morning I was stuck in traffic for 1 whole hour. I was so angry. I almost missed my meeting.
Oh, no, I know how that feels. I get so frustrated when the bus is late. But at least the day ended well.
True. And you, how's your week going?
Honestly, I was a little scared yesterday. I heard a strange noise outside my apartment at night. My heart was racing.
Oh, that sounds scary, but you're safe now. Don't worry.
Yeah, I feel better now. Thanks for saying that.
Anytime. You know I care about you, Catherine.
Aw, thank you. I'm grateful for you too. By the way, I love how we can always talk about everything, good or bad.
Same here. That's what friends are for.
Exactly. So let's celebrate your promotion soon. Maybe coffee or dinner?
Deal. Let's do it.
That was such a fun conversation, wasn't it? We just heard how emotions make English sound more real and natural.
Exactly.
Notice how we didn't just say, I'm happy or I'm angry. We used real, everyday phrases like, I'm so happy for you, or I was so angry, and my heart was racing. These expressions give life to your English.
Yes, and they also show how emotions connect people. For example, when Mateo said, I care about you, it showed warmth and love. These little sentences are short, but very powerful.
And when Catherine said, I was a little scared, that was a polite way to share fear without sounding too dramatic. This is something learners can copy in daily life. Keep it simple, but clear.
Exactly. And don't forget the mix of body language and voice. When you say, wow, that's amazing, it feels real. Try it now. Say it out loud with a smile.
Yeah, don't just practice in your head. Speak it, repeat it, even record yourself. That's how you'll sound more natural every day.
And remember, emotions make conversations deeper. They're not just words. They show your personality and help you connect with people, whether it's a friend, a colleague, or even someone new you just met.
So next time you feel happy, angry, scared, or loving, don't hide it. Use these short, simple phrases and share your feelings in English. It makes you sound confident and real.
All right, friends, let's quickly recap the emotional English we practiced today.
For happiness, we had phrases like, I'm so happy for you, and that made my day.
For anger, we used, that really annoyed me, and I was so angry.
For fear, we heard, my heart was racing, and I was a little scared.
And for love, we shared phrases like, I care about you, and you mean a lot to me.
These are short, natural sentences you can use every single day. Try them with friends, family, or even in practice conversations.
Yes, the more you use them, the more natural your English will sound. And remember, emotions are the heart of communication.
So don't be afraid to express yourself. English is not just about grammar, it's about connection.
Thank you so much for joining us today. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to subscribe, share it with a friend, and check out more lessons on our channel. Keep learning, keep smiling, and keep expressing yourself in English.
See you next time, everyone. Take care and keep practicing.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Did you know that the word chips in England means fries, but in America it means crisps? English isn't just one language. It changes depending on where you are in the world.
Exactly. And that's what makes English so fascinating. When you learn English, you're not only learning grammar and vocabulary, you're also learning culture, habits, and ways of thinking.
Imagine this. You're in London and someone says, let's take the lift. You'll go up in an elevator, but in New York, no one says lift. They say elevator.
Right, and here's another one. In the UK, they go on holiday. In the US, they go on vacation. Same idea, but different words.
That's why learning these differences is so powerful. It helps you sound natural, understand native speakers, and feel confident when you travel or chat online.
And here's the good news. You don't need to memorize every single difference. What matters is practice, listening carefully, and enjoying the process.
So today, we'll explore these fun differences together. British English, American English, and even global English that people everywhere use. You'll see that English is flexible, living, and always changing.
And once you understand that, learning becomes easier and a lot more fun.
Let's start with everyday objects, because that's where differences show up the most. For example, in the UK, people say trainers, but in the US, they say sneakers. Repeat after me. Trainers, sneakers.
And in America, they put their groceries in the trunk of the car. But in Britain, it's called the boot. Imagine asking for the boot in New York. People would look very confused. Repeat after me. Boot, trunk.
Exactly. And here's another one you'll use a lot. In the UK, people say flat for where they live. But in the US, it's apartment. Repeat after me. Flat, apartment.
Notice something important here. Neither is wrong. Both are correct, just used in different places. So if you say apartment in London, people will still understand you, but they'll probably expect flat.
Yes, and this is the secret. Understanding both styles gives you freedom. You can adapt depending on who you are talking to, and that makes your English sound more natural.
And the more you listen and repeat, the easier it becomes. Soon you'll hear both words and instantly know what they mean. That's powerful English learning.
Let's move on to food and eating, because this is where British and American English can get really fun. In the UK, people say biscuit, but in the US, that same thing is called a cookie. Repeat after me. Biscuit, cookie.
And here's a twist. In the US, a biscuit is actually a soft bread roll, usually eaten with butter. So if you order a biscuit in America, don't expect something sweet. Repeat after me. Biscuit, bread roll.
Another one you'll hear often is crisps in the UK and chips in the US. But then in the US, chips are what the British call fries. Repeat after me. Crisps, chips, fries.
Exactly. So if you're in London and you order chips, you'll get what Americans call fries. But in New York, chips are the thin, crunchy snack in a bag. It's a great example of how one word can mean two different things.
And that's why it's so important not to panic. Just remember the context. If you're at a restaurant and they ask, "Do you want chips with that?" In the UK, it means fries. In the US, it means potato chips.
And the best tip? Listen carefully, smile, and if you're not sure, just ask. People love explaining their words, and you'll learn even faster that way.
Now let's explore travel and daily life, because here is where the differences between British and American English really shine. For example, in the UK, people say holiday when they mean what Americans call a vacation. Repeat after me. Holiday, vacation.
That's right. And here's a fun detail. In the US, holiday usually means a special day, like Christmas or Thanksgiving. But in the UK, if you hear someone say, "I'm on holiday," they mean they're taking time off and probably traveling somewhere.
And let's not forget transportation. In Britain, people go to the petrol station to fill their cars. But in America, they say gas station. Repeat after me. Petrol station, gas station.
Imagine if you say, "I need gas" in the UK. People might give you a funny look because it sounds very different. But in the US, it's perfectly normal.
Another travel word, the underground or the tube in London, is the subway in New York. Repeat after me. Underground, tube, subway.
And speaking of subways, in the UK, if you say subway, it often means an underground walkway for pedestrians, not a train. That's another great example of global English playing tricks.
Here's another one I really like. Lift in British English and elevator in American English. Repeat after me. Lift, elevator.
Yes, and don't forget car park in the UK versus parking lot in the US. Small differences, but they can make conversations confusing if you're not ready for them.
And that's why practicing both versions is so helpful. Imagine you're traveling to London and someone says, "The lift is over there." Or you're in Los Angeles and someone says, "Take the elevator." If you know both, you'll never feel lost.
Exactly. The more of these small pairs you know, the more natural and confident you'll sound anywhere in the world.
Let's move into everyday life: school, clothes, and home. These are words you'll hear all the time, so knowing the British and American versions is super useful. For example, in the UK, students study at secondary school. In the US, that's high school. Repeat after me. Secondary school, high school.
Exactly. And after that, in Britain, students go to university. In the US, most people say college. But here's the trick. In America, college and university usually mean the same thing.
That's a good one. And what about school subjects? In the UK, you might hear maths with an S at the end, but in the US, it's just math. Repeat after me. Maths, math.
I remember a British friend saying maths in New York, and people thought she was making a mistake. But she wasn't. It's just British English.
Now, let's talk about clothes. In the UK, people wear trainers for sports, but in the US, those are called sneakers. Repeat after me. Trainers, sneakers.
And this one is really important. In the UK, pants means underwear. But in the US, pants means trousers. So if you're in London, you say trousers. Repeat after me. Trousers, pants.
Yes, don't get confused. Imagine saying, "I like your pants," to a British person. They might be very surprised.
That's true. And one more clothing difference. In the UK, they say jumper for a warm top, but in the US, it's usually sweater. Repeat after me. Jumper, sweater.
Great! Now let's finish this part with home vocabulary. In the UK, the flat is where people live. In the US, it's an apartment. Repeat after me. Flat, apartment.
Exactly. And in Britain, you might post a parcel at the post office. But in the US, you send a package at the post office. Same idea, just different words.
Okay, everyone, now it's time for the fun part. You've learned the words, you've heard the differences, but the best way to remember them is to hear them in action.
Exactly. Real English isn't just lists and rules. It's conversations. And today, we're going to practice with a natural dialogue full of British and American English words.
As you listen, try to shadow us. Repeat after us. Notice how the words change depending on who's speaking.
And don't worry if you make mistakes. That's part of the fun. Just relax, listen, and join the conversation with us.
Perfect. Let's jump right into the dialogue and see how these everyday words really sound in use.
Hey, Mateo, guess what? I went shopping yesterday and I bought a new jumper.
Oh, a jumper. Wait, do you mean a sweater?
Exactly. Jumper in British English, sweater in American English. It's so warm and cozy.
Nice. I just bought some sneakers last week. Or, as you would say, trainers.
Trainers, sneakers, same thing. As long as they're comfortable, right?
Totally. Oh, and by the way, I need new trousers. Not pants, trousers. Otherwise, I'll confuse my British friends.
Good choice. Yeah, in Britain, pants means underwear, so be careful what you say.
I learned that the hard way once.
So, Mateo, how's your college going?
Pretty good. We just finished our math exams. Or should I say maths if I'm speaking British?
Exactly. Maths in the UK, math in the US. And are you planning to go to university after college?
Yes, I'd like to. But, in America, people usually say college, even when they mean university.
Right, that's a big difference. In the UK, people almost always say university.
True. Oh, speaking of differences, my cousin just moved into a new apartment.
Apartment? Or should I say flat?
Exactly. Flat in the UK, apartment in the US. Same place, different word.
Did he also get a parcel delivered? Or was it a package?
Good question. He got a package, but in Britain, that would be a parcel. Honestly, these small words make English so fun.
They really do. It's like a secret code. Once you know both, you can understand everyone.
Exactly. And the more we practice them in real conversations, the more natural it feels.
That dialogue was a fun way to see how British and American English can sound so different, right? I love how a simple word like chips in the UK and fries in the US can totally change the meaning.
Yeah, and what I like is that neither version is wrong. It just depends on where you are and who you're talking to. That's the beauty of global English. It's flexible, it's alive.
Exactly. And for learners, that's important to remember. Don't get stressed if you mix them up. People will still understand you. The real goal is confidence and connection, not perfection.
Right. No one is going to stop being your friend because you said lift instead of elevator. In fact, it can be a fun conversation starter.
Oh, yes. You can even ask, do you say elevator or lift? That way, you not only learn, but you also keep the conversation going.
And that's the secret. Use these differences as a chance to connect with people from different places. Don't be afraid of them. Enjoy them.
All right, let's quickly recap some of today's useful words and phrases. We saw how chips in the UK means fries in the US, and how crisps in the UK are chips in the US.
And don't forget lift in British English, which is elevator in American English. Both are correct, just different styles.
We also mentioned flat for an apartment in the UK, and how in the US, people usually just say apartment.
These small differences can seem confusing, but they're actually really fun. They make English richer and more colorful.
So here's a little challenge for you. Try using one British and one American phrase this week in your daily English. See how it feels.
And remember, every time you practice, you're not just learning words, you're building confidence. Thanks for joining us today. Keep listening, keep practicing, and we'll see you in the next episode. Take care, everyone.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Let me ask you a question. Do you like money? Or maybe I should ask, do you like spending money? Well, today, we're not giving you money, but something even better, the English words and phrases you need to talk about money with confidence.
Exactly. Money is everywhere, in shops, banks, restaurants, even online shopping. And if you don't know the right words, it can feel a little scary. Imagine being at a bank and not knowing how to say withdraw cash or open an account. Don't worry, we're here to fix that.
Yes, in this episode, we'll practice everyday finance phrases. Things like, I'd like to pay by card. How much does it cost? Or even, I need to transfer money. These are simple, but very powerful.
And here's the best part. You'll also hear role plays and mini dialogues that show you how people really use these phrases in daily life. Shopping, banks, even talking about saving or investing. We've got you covered.
So if you've ever felt nervous when paying for something or confused at the bank counter, stay with us. By the end, you'll sound smooth, natural, and confident when talking about money.
And remember, learning money English isn't just about words. It's about freedom. The freedom to travel, shop, and work anywhere in the world without stress.
Let's start with one of the most common situations, shopping. Imagine you walk into a store. You pick something you like. What's the first question you ask? Easy. How much is this? Repeat after me. How much is this?
Great. And here's another. Can I try this on? You use this when you're shopping for clothes. Trust me, you don't want to buy shoes that don't fit. Try saying it now. Can I try this on?
Nice. And when you're ready to pay, you can say, I'd like to pay by card. Or, do you accept cash? These are super useful. They make you sound polite and confident.
And here's a good one at the counter. Can I get a receipt, please? That little paper is important when you need to return something. Try saying it now. Can I get a receipt, please?
See how easy this is? Just a few short phrases and you're ready to shop anywhere, from supermarkets to clothing stores.
Exactly. And the more you practice these, the less nervous you'll feel when spending money in English.
All right, let's move from shopping to something bigger, the bank. Many learners feel shy at the bank, but really, you only need a few phrases. For example, if you want to open an account, just say, I'd like to open an account, please. Repeat after me. I'd like to open an account, please.
Perfect. And if you already have an account, you might need money. So you can say, I'd like to withdraw some cash. Or if you want to put money in, say, I'd like to deposit some money. Super simple, right?
Yes, and here's a very common one. Can I check my balance, please? Balance means how much money is in your account. Repeat with me. Can I check my balance, please?
Nice work. And don't forget another practical phrase. Can I get a bank statement? That's a paper that shows all your money in and out.
See? Banking English doesn't have to be scary. With just these phrases, you can handle most situations easily.
Exactly. And the more you use them, the more confident you'll feel, not just in the bank, but in life.
Now, let's step into the workplace. Money is a big topic at work, but sometimes learners don't know the right words. For example, salary means the money you get every month for your job. You can say, my salary is paid at the end of the month. Easy, right?
Exactly. And here's another. Wages. That usually means money for daily or weekly work. For example, I get my wages every Friday. Notice the difference. Salary for monthly jobs, wages for shorter-term jobs.
Good point. Now, let's talk about bills. Bills are things you must pay regularly. Electricity, water, internet. You can ask, how much is the electricity bill this month? Simple, useful, and very real.
Oh yes, bills are real. And in business English, you often hear invoice. That's like a bill for companies. For example, the company sent me an invoice for the service.
And don't forget one more phrase you might hear at work, expenses. That means money you spend for business. Try this. I need to report my travel expenses.
Great. So at work, just remember salary, wages, bills, invoice, and expenses. With these, you'll sound clear and professional.
Now, let's talk about something exciting, saving and investing money. Many learners hear these words but don't know how to use them. Save means to keep money for the future. For example, I'm saving money to buy a new phone. Easy and useful.
Right. And when you put money in the bank, you might say, I have a savings account. That's the place where your money is safe, and sometimes you even get a little extra money called interest.
Oh yes, interest. If you put $100 in your account, the bank might give you a little extra, like $2, just for keeping your money there. That's interest.
Now let's talk about investing. When you invest, you use money to try and make more money. For example, she invested in stocks, or he invested in a small business.
And here's a very practical phrase, return on investment, often called ROI. That means how much profit you make from your investment. For example, the return on investment was really good.
So remember, save money for security, invest money for growth. Even if it's small, every little saving or investment is a smart step forward.
Let's practice everything we've learned with a real conversation. Imagine this. Two friends meet at a cafe, and the topic quickly turns to money, shopping, and even investing. Listen carefully, repeat after us, and imagine you're part of the dialogue.
Hey, Catherine, you're early. Did you buy something new on the way here?
Actually, yes, I stopped by the shop. They had a big sale sign, 50% off, so I bought a jacket.
Nice. Was it expensive even with the discount?
Not really. It was $40 after the discount. A pretty good deal, don't you think?
Definitely. But do you ever feel like you should save instead of spending?
Oh, yes. I'm trying to save more. I even opened a savings account last month.
That's smart. Do you get any interest on it?
A little. Not much, but it's a start. What about you? Do you save?
I do, but I'm also learning about investing. Last month, I bought some stocks.
Stocks? Wow. Isn't that risky?
It can be, yes. But if you learn, you can get a good return on investment. My uncle invested years ago, and now he earns extra income every month.
That sounds amazing. Maybe I should try investing too.
Start small. Even a little bit can grow over time. Think of it as planting a tree. One day, it gives you fruit.
I love that idea. But for now, I'll try to save more before I invest.
That's a great plan. Save first, invest later. And don't forget to enjoy your coffee today. That's also part of life.
So, what did you think of that conversation? It felt very real, right? Shopping, saving, even talking about stocks. These are things we all face in daily life.
Exactly. And the best part is, you don't need complicated English to talk about money. Simple words like save, spend, buy, invest, and interest are powerful. You can use them in the shop, at the bank, or even chatting with friends.
Did you notice how we used numbers in the dialogue? Like $40 after the discount, or extra income every month. Talking about money always includes numbers, so it's good practice to say prices, amounts, and percentages clearly. Try repeating them out loud.
And don't forget, money conversations can be fun too. Like when Catherine bought that jacket on sale. It's everyday English. You can practice these sentences when you go shopping. How much is it? Is it on sale? That's too expensive. Do you have something cheaper?
Yes. And when it comes to saving or investing, you can practice phrases like, I opened a savings account, or I want to invest a little. Even if you're just practicing with a friend, it helps build confidence.
So remember, money English isn't only for business or banks. It's for coffee shops, markets, and real life. The more you practice, the more natural it feels. And soon, you'll talk about money like a native speaker.
Let's quickly review some useful words and phrases from today. Repeat them after us so they stay fresh in your mind.
Save money.
Spend wisely.
On sale.
Too expensive.
Cheaper option.
Savings account.
Invest a little.
Extra income.
How much is it?
Great job. These phrases will help you talk about money in shops, at the bank, or even in conversations with friends.
And remember, money is part of daily life, so practicing these phrases will make your English more natural and more useful.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Keep practicing, stay confident, and use your English every day. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, share this podcast with a friend, and come back for more lessons.
See you next time, and happy learning!
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English Talking Podcast. Today's topic is so powerful. If you only learn these 30 phrases, you can survive anywhere.
That's right. These are short, easy expressions you'll use from morning to night, at home, at work, when shopping, with friends, even when traveling. They are your survival kit for real English.
So let's begin at home. In the morning, imagine you wake up. You want to greet your family or your roommate. Instead of only saying hi, try saying good morning. Repeat after me. Good morning.
Nice. Then maybe you ask, did you sleep well? That sounds polite and friendly. Try it with us. Did you sleep well?
And when someone asks you, you can answer simply, yes, I slept well, thank you. Or if you're still tired, you can say, not really, I need more coffee.
Speaking of coffee, a useful morning phrase is, I'll make some coffee, or do you want some tea? Repeat after me. I'll make some coffee.
And don't forget when you're leaving the house. A natural phrase is, I'm heading out now. Try it. I'm heading out now.
These are the phrases that make your mornings sound natural and friendly. Simple, but so powerful when you use them every day.
And now, let's move from home to another important place in life. So you've left home and now you're at work. Let's practice some short and natural phrases you'll hear and use every day.
The first one is simple but important. When you arrive, you can say, good morning, everyone. Or to one person, morning. Repeat after me, good morning, everyone.
And when work begins, you often need to ask for help. Instead of just saying, help me, try, can you give me a hand? Or could you explain this, please?
Yes, and when you want to sound professional, use short, polite phrases like, I'll take care of it, or leave it with me. Repeat after us, I'll take care of it.
And sometimes you're busy. A useful phrase is, I'm working on it right now, or I'll finish it soon. That sounds clear and confident.
And don't forget lunchtime. You could invite someone by saying, do you want to grab lunch? Repeat after me. Do you want to grab lunch?
These little sentences make your work English sound natural, polite, and friendly. And now, after work, where do many people go? After work, maybe you stop at the shop. But what English do you really need there? Let's practice together.
When you enter, you might hear, can I help you? A natural reply is, I'm just looking, thanks. Repeat after me. I'm just looking, thanks.
But if you need something, say, excuse me, where is the bread? Or, do you have this in medium? Keep it short and polite.
And when you're ready to pay, you can ask, can I pay by card? Or, is cash okay? These are very common in every shop.
Ooh, and don't forget this phrase when you get your bag. Can I have a receipt, please? Repeat after me. Can I have a receipt, please?
And when someone helps you, always end with, thank you so much. That one never gets old.
See, shopping can be easy when you have the right little sentences. And after shopping, maybe it's time to meet friends. After shopping, maybe you meet a friend. And here is where English feels fun. Instead of silence, let's use small but powerful phrases.
When you see your friend, you can say, hey, how's it going? Try that now. How's it going?
If someone asks you the same, you can reply simply, pretty good, thanks. Or, not bad. Keep it light and natural.
And when you want to suggest something, try, do you want to grab a coffee? Or,
shall we go for a walk?
At the end of your time together, you can say, "It was great to see you."
Or, let's catch up soon.
These little lines show you care, and they make conversations feel easy. And sometimes you're not with friends, but you still need English, maybe on a trip or while traveling. Let's go there next. Travel always makes us use English. At the airport, at the train station, even in a taxi. So let's learn phrases that really help.
Imagine you're at the airport check-in. You can say, "I'd like to check in, please." Simple and polite.
Or when you need directions, just ask, "Excuse me, where is the bus stop?" Or, "How do I get to the train station?"
And in a taxi, a great phrase is, "Could you take me to the hotel, please?" Easy to use anywhere.
At restaurants while traveling, you can say, "Can I see the menu, please?" Or, "Could I have some water?"
And don't forget one more useful phrase. How much does it cost? Perfect for shopping, tickets, or souvenirs.
With these travel phrases, you can survive anywhere. But now, let's bring all phrases together in a real conversation. Now it's time to put everything into action. Let's listen to a natural, everyday conversation.
Yes, imagine you're joining us in real life. Notice the simple questions, the short answers, and the friendly tone.
You don't need to understand every single word. Just relax, listen, and enjoy the flow.
And remember, you can shadow with us. That means you repeat what we say to practice sounding natural.
Ready? Let's jump into today's dialogue. Good morning, Mateo. Did you sleep well?
Morning, Catherine. Yeah, I slept fine, thanks. How about you?
Not bad. I was a little tired, but coffee helped.
Coffee always helps. So, are you ready for work today?
I think so. What time is the meeting again?
At 10 o'clock. We have about an hour.
Perfect. Then I have time to check my emails first.
Good idea. After the meeting, do you want to grab lunch together?
Yes, I know a new cafe near the office.
Oh, really? What kind of food do they serve?
Mostly sandwiches and salads, but also really good pasta.
You know I can't say no to pasta. Okay, let's go there.
Great. Oh, and after work, I need to stop by the shop.
What you need to buy?
Just some milk, bread, and fruit. Nothing special.
Okay, I'll come with you. I need toothpaste anyway.
Perfect. We can both shop.
By the way, do you have plans tonight?
Yes, I'm meeting Anna for coffee. She just came back from vacation.
Oh, nice. Where are you meeting?
At the small cafe near the train station.
That's a good spot. Always busy, but nice.
True. And tomorrow, I'm traveling to visit my parents.
Really? Where do they live again?
In Brighton. It's about an hour by train.
That's not too far. I hope the weather is good for your trip.
Me too. I'll bring an umbrella, just in case.
Smart choice. In England, you never know.
Exactly.
Well, let's get ready for the day. We have a busy schedule.
Yes, but with good coffee, good food, and good company, it will be fine.
I couldn't agree more. Let's go.
That was a really natural conversation, wasn't it? Notice how we didn't use long, difficult sentences. We kept it short and friendly, just like people speak in real life.
Exactly. And small things made the dialogue feel natural, like greetings, polite questions, and little expressions. These are the glue words that keep a conversation going.
Yes, and did you hear how we asked simple follow-up questions? That's the secret. If someone says, "I had a busy day," you can just reply with, "Oh, really? What happened?" It shows interest without making the conversation heavy.
And remember, don't worry about mistakes. In real life, people care more about connection, not perfect grammar.
So when you practice, focus on sounding friendly and curious. Even a short phrase, said warmly, can make people enjoy speaking with you.
Try to imagine yourself in this dialogue again, but this time, answer with your own ideas.
That's how you turn practice into real fluency.
Let's finish strong. Today, we practice some really useful daily phrases. Let's quickly recap them so they stay fresh in your mind.
First, the greetings. Good morning, how are you, and nice to see you. These are simple, but they're powerful.
Then we moved into daily life at home and work. Remember phrases like, I'm getting ready, I need a coffee, and I'm on my way.
Shopping phrases are next. How much is this? Can I try it on? And do you accept cards? Very practical, right?
With friends, we practiced natural questions. What are you up to? Do you want to hang out? And that sounds fun.
And for travel, we had phrases like, where is the bus stop? Can you help me, please? And I'd like a ticket. These are lifesavers when you're abroad.
Here's a tip. Repeat after me every day. Repetition makes these phrases automatic. Use them in real life as soon as you can.
And don't forget, short, natural phrases are what make your English sound confident and friendly.
Thank you so much for learning with us today. Keep practicing, stay curious, and enjoy your English journey.
If you found this helpful, share it with a friend who's also learning English.
And make sure to subscribe to English Talking Podcast for more fun and simple lessons. See you next time, and until then, keep speaking English every day. Do you ever feel nervous when silence gets too long? Like you're standing next to someone and you don't know what to say? Today, we're fixing that problem forever. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Small talk doesn't have to be scary. It's actually a little tool, a magic tool, that helps you connect with people anywhere.
That's right. On the bus, at the doctor's office, in line at the coffee shop, you can start a conversation anywhere.
And here's the best part. Small talk is not about being perfect. It's about being friendly. Simple words, short questions, and a smile. For example, if the weather is sunny, you can say, beautiful day, isn't it?
And if it's raining, just switch it up. Wow, it's really wet out there. Easy, natural, and it opens the door for the other person to answer.
Exactly. You don't need big grammar. You just need phrases that sound warm. And don't forget, your voice, your smile, and your body language are part of the conversation too.
So if you feel shy, just remember, people like friendly energy. Even a small comment can make someone's day better.
And soon, you'll see how these little starters can turn silence into connection. Let's dive deeper. Let's practice the first place where small talk happens all the time, the weather. Why? Because everyone experiences it. It's safe, easy, and always changing.
Yes, and you don't need long sentences. Just try, it's so hot today, or it feels cold this morning. Short, simple, natural.
And if you want to add a friendly question, you can say, do you like this kind of weather? Or is it usually this hot here? Easy, right?
And here's the trick. When you ask, you don't need to worry if the person gives a long answer or a short one. The goal is not a big conversation. It's just no awkward silence.
Exactly. Small talk is like opening a door. You don't have to walk all the way in. You just need to show a little interest.
So next time you're outside, look up, feel the sun or the rain, and practice saying one of these lines. Try it with me. Beautiful day, isn't it?
Great! See, you're already starting to sound natural. Now, let's look at another place where small talk feels easy and fun, waiting in line. Now, let's imagine you're waiting in line. Maybe at a coffee shop, maybe at the supermarket. People stand quietly, looking at their phones. But this is a perfect chance for small talk.
Yes, you can start with something very simple, like, this line is moving slowly today, or it's always busy here in the morning. These sentences are short, natural, and easy.
And if you want to connect more, you can add a light question. Do you usually come here? Or what's your favorite drink here? People love to talk about coffee or food.
And here's a tip. If you don't want the talk to continue, that's okay. You can smile, nod, and just say, yeah, true. That's still small talk, and it works.
Exactly. Small talk doesn't need big answers. It's just a friendly way to connect for a few seconds.
So next time you're in line, look around, smile, and try one of these. It may feel small, but it makes you sound confident and natural.
And from here, let's move to another common small talk moment. When you meet someone new at work or school. Now let's move to one of the most useful situations, meeting new people at work or school. This moment can feel stressful, but small talk is your secret tool to break the silence.
Exactly. You don't need anything complicated. Start with easy, friendly questions. For example, is this your first day here? Or how long have you been studying here? Simple, short, but it opens the door to a longer conversation.
And notice the intonation. If you ask, is this your first day here? With a warm smile, it feels inviting. Without the smile, it might sound too serious. So your tone matters.
Another good starter is about common things you share. At work, you can ask, do you live nearby? Or how do you usually come to work? People love to talk about traffic, buses, or trains. It's an easy topic everywhere.
Yes, and at school, you might ask, what classes are you taking? Or do you know the teacher? These are friendly and safe questions.
And if you're nervous, practice with short answers first. Try saying, yes, I live close, or I take the bus. Then, little by little, add more. Yes, I live close, about 10 minutes away. This builds your confidence step by step.
So the trick is simple. Start with what's around you, the place, the moment, the shared experience. That always gives you something natural to say.
And speaking of natural, let's see how small talk works when you meet people in more casual places, like at a party or at the gym.
Now, let's imagine a different situation. You're not at work or school. You're at a party, the gym, or maybe even waiting in a cafe. What can you say to start talking without it feeling awkward?
Here's a simple one for parties. How do you know the host? This question works every time because everyone there has some connection. And if you don't know anyone, you can say, hi, I don't think we've met yet. I'm Mateo. Short, friendly, easy.
That's perfect. And at the gym, you can try, do you usually come at this time? Or is this class always this full? Gym goers love to talk about how busy it is or which exercises are hard.
Yes, and cafés are another great place. You can look at what the other person has and say, that drink looks good. What is it? Or, have you tried the muffins here? Food and drinks are universal. People enjoy talking about them.
And remember, your body language helps. At a party, smile and keep eye contact. At the gym, a relaxed tone shows you're friendly. In a cafe, don't rush. A calm, curious voice works best.
Let's give our listeners a quick practice. Repeat after us. How do you know the host? Do you usually come at this time? That drink looks good. What is it? See? With just a few phrases, you can connect anywhere.
And once you start, the other person usually continues. They might answer and then ask you something back. That's how small talk grows naturally.
And sometimes it's not about the place. It's about the weather, the moment, or even the mood.
That's where some of the easiest and most universal starters come in.
Okay, friends, it's practice time. We're going to act out real small talk situations so you can listen, repeat, and feel confident when you try them yourself.
Yes! Imagine you're at a party. Listen closely and shadow with us.
Hi, I don't think we've met yet. I'm Catherine.
Nice to meet you, Catherine. I'm Mateo. So, how do you know the host?
Oh, we work together. And you?
I'm his neighbor. He's great at organizing parties.
Easy, right? You can try it now. Now, let's go to the gym. Picture this. You're waiting for a class to start.
Wow, is this class always this full?
Yes, it gets busy in the evenings. Do you usually come at this time?
Sometimes, but today I had more free time.
Notice how simple it is. Just ask, listen, and share a little about yourself.
Let's try a cafe now. Imagine someone next to you has a delicious drink.
That drink looks good. What is it?
It's a caramel latte. It's really good here.
Sounds tasty. Have you tried the muffins too?
Yes, too many times. They're my weakness.
And just like that, you're having a conversation.
Here's one more, the universal one, the weather.
Beautiful day, isn't it?
Yes, finally some sunshine after all that rain.
True. I almost forgot what the sun looks like.
Did you notice? Small talk doesn't need big, complicated words. It just needs a simple question, a friendly smile, and a short answer.
So, practice with us again. How do you know the host? Do you usually come at this time? That drink looks good. What is it? Beautiful day, isn't it?
Here's one more, the universal one, the weather.
Beautiful day, isn't it?
Yes, finally some sunshine after all that rain.
True. I almost forgot what the sun looks like.
Did you notice? Small talk doesn't need big, complicated words. It just needs a simple question, a friendly smile, and a short answer.
So, practice with us again. How do you know the host? Do you usually come at this time? That drink looks good. What is it? Beautiful day, isn't it?
All right, everyone, before we say goodbye, let's quickly go over the best small talk starters we learned today. These are your tools to break the silence and sound natural anywhere.
Yes, let's do a quick recap together. First, remember the introduction line, "Hi, I don't think we've met yet. It's simple, friendly, and always works.
Then we had the party question. How do you know the host? That one opens doors to easy conversation.
At the gym, you can say, "Is this class always this full?" It's casual and it shows interest.
In a cafe, try, that drink looks good. What is it? It's curious and friendly, and people love to talk about food and drinks.
And of course, the universal one. Beautiful day, isn't it? Classic, simple, and always useful.
Let's repeat them once more, slowly, so you can shadow with us. I don't think we've met yet. I don't think we've met yet. How do you know the host? How do you know the host? Is this class always this full? Is this class always this full? That drink looks good. What is it? That drink looks good. What is it? Beautiful day, isn't it? Beautiful day, isn't it? Pause. 2 seconds.
See, with these 5 small talk starters, you'll never feel awkward again.
So keep practicing. Use them in real life and notice how people respond with a smile.
And the more you practice, the more natural it'll feel.
thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends.
And remember, the best way to master English is to practice a little every day.
This is Catherine,
This is Mateo.
and we'll see you in the next episode of English Talking Podcast. Bye for now. Imagine this. You've studied English for years. You know grammar, you know vocabulary, but when you try to speak, nothing comes out. Or maybe it comes out slow, unnatural, like a textbook sentence. That's the problem. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving into how to transform your English from something that lives only in textbooks into something alive, natural, and confident in real conversations.
That's right. So many learners tell us, I can write in English, I can read English, but when I freeze when I need to talk. And you know what? It's not because they don't know enough words. It's because they haven't practiced turning those words into speech, into living communication.
Think of it this way. Textbooks are like a recipe book. You can read the instructions, but unless you cook, you never get the taste. English works the same way. Reading rules is good, but using them in daily talk is what makes you fluent.
Exactly. And sometimes textbooks teach phrases that nobody really says in real life. For example, you might learn, I would like to purchase a beverage. But at a cafe, a natural speaker just says, can I get a coffee?
And that's what we want to help you with here. We'll guide you step by step so you can move from stiff classroom English to natural English you can use anywhere, at work, with friends, while traveling, even small talk with strangers.
So don't worry if you feel shy or stuck now. With the right phrases, the right practice, you'll soon feel your English flowing more easily.
Let's start by looking at why many learners get stuck in textbook English and how to break free into real conversation. So, why do so many learners get stuck in textbook English? One big reason is that in school, you often practice for tests, not for real life. You learn rules, you fill in blanks, but you don't get to use English in natural situations.
Exactly. And when you finally meet someone who speaks English quickly, your brain thinks, oh no, this is not from the book. What do I say now? That's when you feel frozen.
Another reason is fear. Fear of making mistakes, fear of sounding silly, fear of not being perfect. But here's the truth. Real conversation is never perfect. Even native speakers make mistakes.
That's true. We all say, or change our words in the middle of a sentence. It's normal. So if you wait until your sentence is 100% perfect before speaking, you'll never speak.
Your goal is not perfect grammar. Your goal is communication. Imagine you're at a restaurant. If you say, I want water, people understand you. It's short, it's clear, and it works. You don't need to say, I would appreciate it if you could bring me some water, please.
Yeah, unless you're writing a formal letter to the king. In daily life, simple is powerful.
And here's a tip. When you feel nervous, use short, ready-made phrases. Things like, that's great, sounds good, or I'm not sure, can you explain? These are easy, but they keep the conversation flowing.
So the real challenge is not learning more and more grammar, but learning how to take what you already know and make it sound natural in real talk.
Let's talk about the first step to move from textbook English to real conversation. It's all about listening. If you only read, your English will sound like a book. But when you listen, your ear learns the rhythm, the sound, and the flow of real English.
Exactly. Think about music. You can't play guitar well if you only read notes on paper. You have to hear the music. The same is true for English. If you only study grammar, you'll sound mechanical. But if you listen to podcasts, movies, or even short YouTube clips, you'll catch natural phrases.
And don't just listen once. Choose something short, maybe 1 or 2 minutes, and repeat it many times. Listen in the morning, then again at night. Slowly, your brain will start to remember. You'll find yourself saying the phrases without thinking.
Here's a trick I love. Pause the video or podcast, repeat the sentence out loud, and copy the speaker's voice. Copy the melody, the pause, even the emotion. This is called shadowing, and it works like magic.
Yes, shadowing is so powerful. You don't have to understand every single word at first, just copy the sound. Later, you'll notice that your pronunciation and rhythm feel more natural.
And you don't need hours. Even 5 minutes a day of focused listening and repeating can change the way you speak.
So the first step is clear. Listen daily, repeat, and shadow real English. That's how you begin to move from textbook knowledge to natural conversation. Once you start listening and shadowing, the next step is speaking. And here's the truth. You don't need a perfect sentence to speak. You just need courage.
Yes, courage is the key. Many learners wait until they feel ready. But guess what? That day never comes. You become ready by speaking. Even simple phrases like, "How are you?" or "Can I have this, please?" are a great start.
Exactly. Think of it like swimming. You can't learn just by reading about water. You have to jump in. So start small. Use one new phrase every day, at a shop, at work, or even when ordering food.
Here's a trick. Make short scripts for common situations. For example, at a cafe, you can practice, "Can I get a coffee, please?" Or, "Do you take cards?" Say them a few times at home, then use them in real life.
Yes! When you prepare like this, you feel more confident. And confidence makes your English sound natural, even if the grammar is not perfect.
And here's something funny. Most native speakers don't even notice small mistakes. They only care that you're friendly and clear.
So don't wait. Use your English today. Even a few short lines can turn into a real conversation.
And once you start speaking in daily life, you'll see how quickly your textbook English begins to transform into real, natural English.
When you start speaking, something amazing happens. Conversations don't always follow your script. And that's okay. That's actually how you grow.
Yes, because real people might answer in ways you don't expect. Maybe you ask, "How are you?" and they reply, "Not too bad." And you think, "Wait, what does that mean?"
Exactly. That's why it's important to get comfortable with short, natural replies. You don't need long sentences, just little pieces like, "I see," "That's nice," or "Really?" These keep the conversation moving.
And here's a powerful tip. Don't be afraid of silence. Many learners panic when there's a pause, but sometimes a pause is just a normal part of speaking. Take a breath, smile, and then answer.
Yes, and if you don't understand, it's fine to ask. Phrases like, "Sorry, could you say that again?" Or, "What does that mean?" show confidence, not weakness. Native speakers use these all the time.
And once you start using these small tools, you'll notice something magical. Your English starts to feel alive. It's not just words from a book anymore. It's real connection with people.
And that connection is what changes everything. It gives you motivation, courage, and the joy of using English in your daily life.
Before we jump into today's practice, let's set the mood. Imagine this. You're not just studying English anymore. You're living it. You're talking to a colleague at work, meeting a friend at a cafe, or chatting with a neighbor. This dialogue will help you feel what real English sounds like, step by step. So listen closely, repeat after us if you can, and imagine yourself right inside the conversation.
Ready? Let's go.
Hey, Mateo, how was your weekend?
Oh, it was nice. I finally had some time to relax. I went for a long walk in the park. How about you?
Pretty good. I met a friend for coffee on Saturday. We talked for hours. It felt great just to catch up.
That sounds nice. Did you go to your favorite cafe?
Yes, the one on Green Street. They know me there now. As soon as I walk in, they say, the usual.
That's perfect. I wish I had a place like that. I usually just make coffee at home.
Nothing wrong with that. Homemade coffee can be the best. But sometimes it's nice to get out, meet people, and just feel the buzz of the city.
True. Oh, by the way, I saw a new movie last night. Have you heard of it?
Which one?
It's called The Journey. It's about a young traveler who discovers new cultures. Really inspiring.
Oh, I love movies like that. Did it make you want to travel?
Absolutely. I kept thinking, I need a break. Maybe a short trip somewhere sunny.
Same here. Sometimes just a change of place gives you new energy.
Exactly. So, are you planning any trips soon?
Not yet, but I'd love to. Maybe in the summer. I'd like to visit Spain. The food, the music, the people, it's also alive.
Spain. Great choice. I went once and I still dream about the tapas.
Tapas and sunshine. What more could you want?
True. But until then, we can at least enjoy little things here, like good coffee and good company.
Couldn't agree more. That dialogue felt so real, didn't it? It was short, simple, but full of life. We didn't just answer questions. We built a real connection, step by step.
Yes. And what I love is how natural conversations don't need to be perfect. You might have noticed we didn't use long sentences. We used clear, everyday words. That's exactly what you need when you want to sound more confident.
And did you catch how we kept the flow? When I asked about the weekend, Mateo didn't just say, "It was good." He added a detail. I went to the cafe on Green Street. Smiling. That small detail makes the talk more interesting and gives the other person something to react to.
Exactly. And notice how I also asked a question back? That's the secret to keeping a conversation alive. If you only answer but never ask, the talk will stop quickly.
Right. It's like playing tennis. You hit the ball, and the other person hits it back. That's how small talk works. A little back and forth keeps it moving.
And another thing, emotion. We smiled, we sounded curious, sometimes surprised. It's not just the words, it's how you say them. Even a simple, "Really?" or "Wow, that's nice," can make your English sound more alive.
So when you practice this kind of dialogue, don't only think about vocabulary. Think about rhythm, tone, and connection. That's what makes your English transform from textbook to real conversation.
And the good news is you can practice this anywhere, with friends, with classmates, or even by yourself in front of a mirror. The key is keep it simple, keep it natural.
Let's quickly go over some of the useful words and phrases from today's episode. These are the ones you can take straight into your daily conversations.
We practiced simple greetings like, "How's it going?" and "What's new with you?" Both are friendly and natural.
We also added details like, I went to the cafe on Green Street, or it was a busy day at work. Small details make your English feel alive.
And don't forget the follow-up questions. Phrases like, really? That sounds interesting. Or, what about you? These keep the talk flowing, just like a real chat.
Try shadowing these phrases with us. Repeat them out loud and use them with friends, colleagues, or even when practicing alone. Remember, practice is what transforms your English from textbook to real talk.
And if you make mistakes, don't worry. Mistakes mean you're learning. The important thing is to keep speaking.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We love helping you sound more natural, more confident, and more connected in English.
And we want to keep this journey going with you.
So if you enjoyed this lesson, make sure to subscribe to our channel, share it with a friend, and practice these phrases today. The more you use them, the more natural you'll sound.
Keep speaking, keep growing, and remember, your English can take you anywhere.
Until next time, take care, keep practicing, and happy learning. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today we have something really exciting. We're talking about the future of English. Think about it. AI, travel, and work are changing faster than ever, and that means the way we speak English is also changing. New words, new styles, and even new habits are appearing every day. If you want to stay confident and natural, you need to know how English is evolving. Don't worry, it's not scary, it's actually fun. Imagine chatting with a smart assistant, like me, booking a trip in another country, or working online with an international team. English connects it all.
And here's the cool part. You don't need thousands of new words to keep up. What you really need is to understand how people are using English in these new situations. For example, AI tools love short, clear phrases. Travelers need polite, practical sentences. And in work, people use fast, modern expressions.
Exactly. That's why in this episode, we'll show you how to move from just textbook English to real future English that works in AI chats, at work, and while traveling. Stay with us, practice with us, and you'll feel ready for the world of tomorrow.
Let's start by looking at how AI is changing the way we choose our words.
Have you noticed how when you talk to AI or even search on Google, shorter is better? You don't type, "Could you please give me detailed information about the weather forecast in London tomorrow morning?" No, you just write, "London weather tomorrow morning."
Exactly. AI works best with clear, simple English. Short phrases, keywords, straight to the point. And here's the secret. People also love this style in daily conversation. At work or even when traveling, being clear makes you sound confident.
Yes. Think about when you order coffee. You don't need a long sentence like, "Excuse me, I was wondering if you could possibly prepare me a cup of cappuccino with a little milk on top." That sounds too heavy. You just say, "A cappuccino, please." Simple, polite, natural.
And the great thing is, this style helps you remember words. When your brain doesn't feel overloaded with extra words, it keeps the important ones. That's why AI-style English is actually great practice for real life too.
So remember, short, clear, and polite. It works for AI, for people, and for your own memory. Now let's see how this connects to the future of work. Imagine this. You're working in an international team. Your colleague is in Brazil, your manager is in Germany, and your client is in Japan. And the one language you all use? English.
Yes, this is the future of work. More companies are online, more jobs are remote, and English is the bridge. But here's the interesting part. The English used in global teams is often simpler than textbook English.
For example, instead of saying, "I would appreciate it if you could revert to me at your earliest convenience," people say, "Please reply soon."
Same meaning, but easier, faster, and less stressful.
Right. And nobody says kindly revert. That's too formal and confusing. In real teams, you'll hear, can you send it today? Or let's meet at 3. Direct, clear.
This style doesn't mean bad English. It means practical English. The goal is to understand quickly across accents, time zones, and cultures.
And that's why practicing this kind of English now prepares you for real jobs later. But work is not the only area. Travel is also changing the way we speak English.
Let's talk about travel. The future of travel is faster, smarter, and yes, more English everywhere. Imagine stepping into an airport. Signs, announcements, even the self-check-in machine, all in English.
And it's not just airports. Hotels, taxis, restaurants, and tours. English is the language you'll see most. But here's the fun part. It's usually short and simple.
Exactly. You don't need long sentences to survive travel. You need clear phrases. For example, 1 ticket, please, or table for 2. Or at the hotel, check-in, reservation under Smith.
Yes, and soon AI assistants will help too. Maybe you'll scan your passport and a little voice will say, welcome, boarding gate 14. Simple English, but everywhere.
That's why travel English is so important. Even if your grammar isn't perfect, people understand. Confidence and clarity matter more than perfection.
And here's a tip. When you travel, repeat the phrases you hear. If the bus driver says, exact change only, try saying it too. That's how you learn naturally.
So, we've seen how English is changing in work and travel. But what about daily life? Shopping, friends, even entertainment? Now, let's move into daily life. English isn't just for school or work anymore. It's everywhere, in shops, on your phone, and even when you hang out with friends.
Think about shopping. Many stores use English words like sale, discount, or buy one, get one free. Even if you're not in an English-speaking country, these phrases are everywhere.
And then there's entertainment. Music, movies, Netflix, YouTube, so much is in English first. Sometimes subtitles help, but you'll notice that the original phrases stick in your head.
Social media is the same. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, the hashtags, the trends, the slang, almost all in English. For example, life hack, throwback, or FOMO.
And with friends, English slips into conversation naturally. People say things like, let's take a selfie, oops, my bad, or wow, that's cool. These are daily life phrases, quick, simple, and real.
Here's a small challenge. Try noticing every time English pops up in your daily routine. In apps, in music, in shops. You'll be surprised how often it happens.
And once you start noticing, the next step is using. That's where practice becomes powerful, and where dialogue can help you sound natural. Let's put everything into practice with a real conversation. Imagine this. Mateo and I meet in the city on a Saturday. We go shopping, grab coffee, and talk about our plans. Listen closely, repeat, and imagine you're part of the conversation. Hey, Mateo. Long time no see. How are you?
Hey, Catherine. I'm good, thanks. How about you?
Not bad. I was just walking by the shops. Look, that store has a big sign, sale 50% off. Want to check it out?
Sure, let's take a quick look. Oh, wow, these shoes are so cheap today.
Yeah, and this jacket is buy one, get one free. Not bad, right?
Definitely. You know what? After shopping, I need some coffee. Do you want to grab one?
Great idea. Oh, there's a cafe right over there. Let's go.
Perfect. So what's new? How's work going?
Busy as always, but I'm learning new skills. And you?
Same here. Oh, by the way, did you watch that new Netflix show everyone's talking about?
Of course, I binged it last weekend. I couldn't stop watching.
Same. I stayed up way too late, but the story was so good.
Yeah, totally. So, any fun plans this evening?
Not really. Maybe just dinner with some friends. What about you?
I'm meeting a friend for a movie. Should be fun.
Sounds good. Well, enjoy. Let's catch up again soon.
For sure. Take care, Mateo. So, that was our little city adventure with shopping, coffee, and weekend plans. Did you notice how natural and easy the conversation felt?
Exactly. We didn't use long or complicated sentences, just short, clear phrases like, "How are you? Want to check it out?" and "Sounds good." These are the kinds of expressions people use every day.
And did you hear how we moved from one topic to another? First shopping, then coffee, then work, Netflix, and weekend plans. That's real conversation flow. You don't stay on just one topic.
Right. And you can practice this too. Next time you talk with a friend, try to switch topics naturally. For example, after talking about work, you can ask, "By the way, have you seen that new show?" Or, "So, what are your plans for the weekend?"
Yes, these little transitions make you sound friendly and confident. And notice how we ended the conversation. We didn't just stop. We wrapped up with phrases like, "sounds good," and "let's catch up again soon."
Exactly. These small details make a big difference. They help you connect with people and keep the conversation smooth.
So, when you practice dialogues, don't just focus on the words. Focus on the rhythm, the flow, and the way you move between topics. That's how your English starts to feel real, not just like a textbook.
And remember, the more you practice small talk like this, the easier it becomes in real life.
Let's take a moment to quickly recap some of the useful phrases from today's conversation. You heard natural ways to greet, like, "Hey, long time no see," or "How are you?"
We also practiced everyday shopping talk like sale, 50% off, and buy one get one free. Simple but really common in daily life.
And don't forget those friendly invitations. You can say, "Do you want to grab a coffee?" Or "Let's catch up again soon." These are warm, natural, and easy to use with friends.
Finally, we practiced small talk about life, work, shows, and weekend plans. Short, simple sentences that keep the conversation flowing.
Try repeating these phrases out loud until they feel natural. The more you use them, the more confident you'll sound.
And remember, English isn't just about grammar. It's about connection, energy, and real conversations.
Exactly. So keep practicing with us and you'll see progress every single day.
Thank you for joining us today.
And if you enjoyed this, make sure to follow our channel for more simple, useful, and fun English lessons. Take care, keep speaking, and see you next time.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're unlocking something really fun and powerful: the secret codes of English.
Secret codes? That sounds mysterious. What do you mean, Catherine?
Well, I mean the hidden language that native speakers use all the time. Phrasal verbs, slang, and expressions that don't always mean what the words say. If you only learn textbook English, you'll understand the words, but you might miss the real meaning.
Ah, like when someone says, "I'm gonna hit the sack." It doesn't mean they're hitting a bag. It means they're going to sleep.
Exactly. These phrases are like keys. Once you know them, you can unlock real conversations, connect with people, and sound more natural.
And the best part is they make your English more colorful, more alive. You don't just speak English, you feel it.
So stay with us, because today we'll explore these secret codes together, step by step,
with examples you can use right away.
Let's dive in and start uncovering the hidden meanings that make English so exciting.
I saw that, Liam. It does sound spectacular. A real Parisian icon, known for its dazzling beauty and romantic atmosphere.
Wow, I wish we could teleport there right now. Imagine zipping from museum to museum, hitting all the patisseries and seeing every single arrondissement.
It certainly has its appeal, rushing to see everything, but there are also benefits to a more relaxed pace, you know? We could just wander through Le Marais, discover little cafés, and really soak in the city.
But wouldn't you ever want the thrill of a packed itinerary? To conquer all the major sites and feel like we've truly done Paris?
Perhaps for a day, my friend, but for the most part, I'm looking forward to savoring the moments. And who knows, maybe I'll discover the best croissant in a tiny, hidden bakery while you're scaling the Arc de Triomphe.
Maybe you will, Chloe, and maybe I'll bring you back a macaron from the top of Montmartre.
That sounds like a delicious peace offering. Until then, enjoy your meticulous planning, Liam.
I will, Chloe. Thanks for dreaming with me.
So let's start with one of the most common secret codes in English, phrasal verbs. They look simple, but they can totally change the meaning.
Right. For example, to give up. If I say I give up, it doesn't mean I'm giving something to another person. It means I stop trying.
Yes, and here's another. To run into. If I say I ran into my friend yesterday, it doesn't mean I was running and crashed into them. It means I met them by chance.
These are everywhere in daily life. Pick up, turn on, hang out. You hear them in movies, songs, everywhere.
And the cool part is once you start noticing them, your brain begins to connect the dots. So instead of translating word by word, you understand the real meaning instantly.
Let's give the listeners a quick practice. Repeat after us. I give up.
I ran into my friend.
Great job. Each time you practice, these little codes become part of your natural English.
And that's just the beginning. Let's look at another hidden layer, slang, the casual words that make conversations sound real. All right, let's unlock the next secret code, slang. Slang is like the special language friends use when they're relaxed.
Exactly. For example, in American English, if someone says, "This party is lit," it doesn't mean there are candles everywhere. It means the party is amazing.
Or when someone says, I'm broke, it doesn't mean they are broken like a machine. It means I have no money right now.
And here's a fun one, chill. If I say, "Let's chill this weekend," I don't mean it's cold. I mean, let's relax and hang out.
These little words make conversations sound natural. If you only speak with textbook phrases, people will understand you, but you may sound a bit formal.
But when you add slang, you sound more real, more friendly, more connected.
And just like slang, English has so many hidden meanings, words and phrases that don't mean what they first look like. Let's explore that next.
Now, let's talk about one of my favorite parts of English, hidden meanings. These are phrases that say one thing, but mean something completely different.
Yeah, like if I say, break a leg, I don't really want you to break your leg. It actually means good luck.
Exactly. And if your friend says, it's raining cats and dogs, don't look for animals falling from the sky. It just means it's raining very heavily.
Here's another one. If I tell you, I'll keep an eye on your bag, it doesn't mean I'll take out my eye and put it on your bag. It means I'll watch it carefully.
These hidden meanings make English colorful, but they can also confuse learners if you take them too literally.
So the trick is to learn them like mini codes. Once you understand, you'll never forget.
And now that we've unlocked phrasal verbs, slang, and hidden meanings, let's see how we can bring all of these together in real conversations. All right, now that we've explored phrasal verbs, slang, and those fun hidden meanings, it's time to put them into action.
Yes, because learning English isn't just about knowing the words, it's about using them naturally in real conversations.
Imagine you're at a cafe with a friend. They say something with slang, maybe throw in a phrasal verb, or even use a phrase with a hidden meaning. What do?
You don't freeze, you flow with it. And the best way to practice that flow is through dialogues.
Dialogues give you a safe space. You can make mistakes, repeat, and try again until it feels natural.
And here's the best part. When you practice conversations, you train your brain to think in English. No more translating every word.
So, let's jump into a practical, everyday dialogue where you'll hear and use these secret codes of English. Okay, friends, this is the moment where learning becomes real. We're not just talking about English, we're going to live it.
Exactly. Think of this dialogue like a mini movie. Two friends meet, they chat, they laugh, and they use real English. Your job is simple. Listen, repeat, and imagine you're part of the conversation.
Don't worry about being perfect. It's practice. Every time you repeat, you get closer to sounding natural.
So take a deep breath, relax, and get ready to jump into the world of real English with us.
Let's begin the dialogue. Hey, Mateo. You look tired. What's up?
Oh, I stayed up late last night. I was trying to catch up on some work.
Ah, I get it. Deadlines can really wear you out. Did you at least finish?
Yeah, I finally wrapped it up around midnight, but then I started watching a show, and, well, you know how it goes.
Oh, yes, I know that trap. You just say one more episode, and suddenly it's 3 a.m.
Exactly. Netflix is out to mess with me.
At least you're honest. Anyway, are you free this weekend? We should hang out.
For sure. Maybe we can check out that new cafe downtown. I heard it's really cozy.
Oh, I've heard about it too. People say the coffee there hits different.
Yeah, that's slang for super good, right?
Exactly. Don't worry, you're keeping up with the cool words.
By the way, are you still into yoga these days?
Oh, totally. I showed up for class yesterday, and wow, it really chilled me out.
Nice. I should probably get back into running, but every time I say I will, I just put it off.
Don't beat yourself up. Start small. Even a short run can lift your mood.
True. You always talk me into doing something good for myself.
That's what friends are for.
All right, then, let's set it up. Saturday. Coffee and maybe a walk after.
Deal. Saturday it is. Can't wait. Wow, that was a really fun conversation, right? And did you notice? It sounded natural, casual, and full of expressions that people actually use in real life.
Exactly. We weren't using textbook English. Instead, we used phrasal verbs like catch up on, wrap it up, hang out, check out, show up, put it off, and get back into. These are the little secret codes of English that make you sound fluent.
And did you also hear the slang? When I said the coffee hits different, it means the coffee feels or tastes really special. That's something you might hear from younger speakers or in casual conversations.
Yeah, and notice how we mixed it naturally with small talk, like chatting about work, Netflix, yoga, and weekend plans. That's the trick. You don't just learn the phrase, you use it in context.
Here's a good tip for practice. Choose one phrasal verb or slang expression from the dialogue and use it today in a short sentence. For example, you could say, I need to wrap up my homework, or let's check out that new park.
And don't be afraid of mistakes. Even native speakers sometimes mess up with phrasal verbs, but they just keep going. The important thing is to stay relaxed and keep talking.
Exactly. When you start to own these phrases, your English moves from study mode to real life mode, and that's when it feels powerful.
So think of phrasal verbs and slang as little keys. Each one opens a door to more natural, confident English.
Yes, and the more doors you open, the more comfortable you'll feel in every conversation. Let's quickly recap the golden phrases we learned today. From our dialogue, you heard phrasal verbs like wrap it up, catch up on, check out, show up, put it off, and get back into.
And don't forget the slang. We used "hits different" to describe something that feels special, and "hang out" to talk about spending time with friends.
These aren't just phrases, they are real tools for real conversations. Use them today. Try saying one or two in your own life, with friends, at work, or even in a text message.
The more you repeat them, the more natural they'll feel. And soon, people will notice your English sounding smoother and more confident.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We love sharing these secrets of English with you.
And we'd love to hear from you too. Which phrase was your favorite? Try it out, then share it in the comments.
And if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, share it with a friend, and slower pace. Keep practicing every single day.
Remember, English is not just a subject. It's your voice in the world.
And your voice matters. Until next time, take care and keep speaking with confidence. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English Talking Podcast. Today, we're going to talk about something super useful: how to say goodbye in English without always saying goodbye.
Yes, because let's be honest, we all say goodbye a lot. But in real life, native speakers often use other phrases. And if you learn them, you'll sound much more natural.
Exactly. Think about this. You meet a friend, you chat for a while, and when you leave, instead of always saying goodbye, you can say, see you later. Doesn't that sound friendlier?
Or if you want something casual and easy, just say, take care. It's warm, polite, and it shows you really care about the person.
And sometimes when we want to keep it light, we say, catch you later. That one is super common among friends.
So learning these small phrases makes your English feel less textbook and more real. And the best part? You can use them in almost any situation.
Exactly. From chatting with a friend to leaving school to finishing a phone call, you'll hear these all the time. And today, we'll explore many of them together so you can add variety to your English.
So get ready, because by the end, you'll never be stuck on only saying goodbye again.
You know, sometimes goodbye can feel a little too formal. But when you want to sound relaxed and natural, you can use phrases like see ya or later.
Yes, and those are really common among friends. Imagine you're leaving a cafe. Instead of saying, goodbye, my friend, you just say, later. It feels easy and friendly.
And here's a good one for phone calls. Instead of ending with goodbye, you can say, talk to you soon. That's perfect when you know you'll speak again.
Or speak soon, short, modern, and casual. Many people use it in text messages too.
Oh, Mateo, what about when we're leaving work or school?
Ah, yes. A very common phrase is, have a good one. It means have a good day or have a good evening, but it's quicker and very natural.
That one is so nice because it works anywhere. You can say it to your teacher, a colleague, or even the cashier in a shop.
Exactly. And remember, these little phrases aren't just words. They show feeling. You're showing care, friendliness, and connection.
So, the more you practice them, the more natural your English will sound, and the more confident you'll feel. Let's look at some phrases people use in the evening or at night. Instead of always saying goodbye, you can try good night. Simple, right? But it feels warmer and more personal.
Yes, and if you want to be a little more caring, you can say sleep well or even sweet dreams. These are perfect for friends, family, or someone you care about.
Of course, you probably wouldn't say sweet dreams to your boss. But with close people, it's wonderful.
Exactly. And here's another natural one. Take care. This is polite, friendly, and you can use it almost everywhere. At work, in shops, with friends, it always works.
Yes, take care is one of those magical phrases. It shows kindness. It's short, but it makes people feel good.
And here's a nice variation. Take it easy. This means relax, don't stress. It's friendly, casual, and very natural.
So when you want to sound more real, just switch from goodbye to these phrases. They're short, simple, but they carry so much meaning. Now let's talk about the kinds of phrases you can use when you're leaving someone, but you want to keep it light and friendly. Instead of always saying goodbye, you can use expressions that make the moment more natural.
For example, you can say, see you soon. This is short, but it makes the person feel like you'll meet again. It's positive.
And if you know the time, you can make it even better. Try, see you tomorrow, or see you next week. These small details sound very natural in real life.
Here's another one I love. Catch you later. It's super casual, very friendly, and you'll hear it all the time from native speakers.
Yes, and similar to that, people also say, talk to you later, or even shorter, talk later. These are easy phrases, but they sound modern and real.
And don't forget, you can also use phrases that connect to the situation. If someone is leaving work, you can say, have a good evening. If they're going on a trip, you can say, have a safe flight or enjoy your trip.
That's so important. When you match your goodbye phrase to the situation, you show care, and that makes you sound more polite and natural.
Let's give learners a little practice moment. If I say, see you later, you can reply with, yeah, see ya. Try it now.
Good. Or if I say, have a good evening, you can reply, thanks, you too. That's how you make it real.
So, instead of just goodbye, you now have many choices. See you soon, catch you later, talk to you later, and situational phrases like have a good evening. They're all simple, but much more natural.
Now let's move into some goodbye phrases that feel extra fun and casual. These are great when you're with friends, classmates, or people you know well.
For example, instead of just saying goodbye, you could say later. Just one word and it sounds cool and relaxed.
Yes, and another supernatural one is see ya. It's short for see you, and people use it all the time. Try saying it with a smile. See ya.
You can even make it a bit more fun with see ya around. That means you expect to see the person again somewhere, maybe soon, maybe later.
Oh, and here's a very friendly one. Take care. This is nice because it shows you care about the person's well-being. You can use it with friends, family, even coworkers.
And sometimes people say, take it easy. It means relax or don't stress. It's a casual way of saying goodbye, and it makes you sound like a native speaker.
Now, here's a little practice. If I say take care, what could you answer? You might say, thanks, you too.
Exactly. And if I say later, you can just smile and say later, back.
See, these small changes make your English feel friendlier, more natural, and less robotic.
So instead of
only goodbye, now you also have fun options like later, see ya around, take care, and take it easy.
Before we jump into the dialogue, let's set the scene. Imagine this. You just finished a long day, and you're talking with a friend. You want to sound natural, relaxed, and polite. What do you say? How do you keep the conversation friendly and flowing?
In the next part, you'll hear exactly that. A simple, everyday chat between two friends. No complicated words, no stress. Just real English you can use anywhere. At work, with classmates, or with a neighbor.
Hey, Mateo. It's been such a long day. How are you feeling?
Honestly, I'm a bit tired, but I feel good. How about you?
I'm doing well, thanks. I had so many things to finish at work today.
Oh, really? Did everything go smoothly in the end?
Yes. Finally. I'm glad it's all done. Anyway, what are you doing tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I think I'll just stay home and read a book, maybe watch a movie. What about you?
I'm meeting a friend for coffee. It's been weeks since we last saw each other.
That sounds nice. Where are you going?
Probably at the cafe near the station. It's quiet and cozy.
Ah, good choice. I might join you one day.
Sure, you're always welcome.
All right, I should probably get going now.
Yeah, me too. I still have to prepare a few things before bed.
Okay. Take care.
Thanks. You too.
Later.
See ya.
See you around.
Take it easy.
You too. Bye for now.
That was a nice and easy conversation, right? Did you notice how natural it felt? Nothing too formal, nothing too serious, just friendly talk.
Exactly. And that's the secret. Real conversations are often short sentences, simple words, and warm tone. You don't always need big grammar. You need connection.
For example, when one person said, "What are you doing tomorrow?" the reply was simple. "I think I'll just stay home and read a book." Very clear, very natural.
And notice the feeling. The voice was relaxed, like talking to a friend. That's just as important as the words.
Also, did you hear the friendly endings? See ya, take it easy, bye for now. These make conversations sound warm and polite without being too formal.
Here's a tip. Try shadowing. Listen again, pause, and repeat out loud. Copy the tone, not only the words. Smile as you say them. It changes everything.
Yes, and practice in small moments, after class, at the office, or when you meet a friend. Just a few words like "see you around" can make you sound more natural right away.
Remember, English isn't just about grammar. It's about making people feel comfortable when they talk with you.
Exactly. And dialogues like this one are the best way to practice that.
Let's take a moment to recap. Today, we learned that saying only goodbye can sound a little cold or too final, but there are many warm and natural options you can use every day.
Exactly. You can say things like, see you soon, catch you later, or talk to you tomorrow. These keep the conversation open and friendly.
And for a softer, caring tone, you can use take care, stay safe, or even sleep well at night. They're short, simple, and full of feeling.
Don't forget the casual ones too. See ya, bye for now, or later. These are great with friends, classmates, or anyone you know well.
The important thing is this. Choose a phrase that matches the situation. Formal with colleagues, friendly with friends, caring with family.
And practice saying them out loud. The more you repeat, the more natural they'll sound.
We're so glad you joined us today. Keep practicing these expressions, and soon, saying goodbye will never feel boring again.
If you enjoyed this lesson, don't forget to follow, share, and tell your friends.
And of course, thank you for listening to English Talking Podcast. Until next time,
Take care, stay safe, and keep speaking English every day. Bye for now.
Catch you later, friends.